Alright, UQ Holder Chapter 84. This chapter gets a little weird. It starts off with Toda and Dana clashing, and it looks like he is easily overpowered at the beginning. But apparently, he's learned how to separate his magical abilities, because you can clearly see the straight line of black and white magic being separated. But he stops her attack, and then with the other hand, I guess that's the magical cancellation power, because he thrusts his hand against her, and it knocks her out of the castle, which is more than impressive because the castle is her domain. How the hell did he bitch her even for a slight moment in her own domain is beyond impressive. And I feel like that's like the base level of that magical ability, which is gonna be awesome. Especially like maybe 100 chapters, maybe halfway through the series down, he might be not on Fate's level, but close to Fate's level, which will be so satisfying. And then, as that's after she's knocked out of the castle, Yukihime wants to see him do that magic again. He says it's pure instinct, so it's clear that he's one of those fighters who he's gonna learn an ability purely to fighting, not really through training. I mean, he's gonna gain abilities through fighting, but not really through training. And Yukihime tries to make him do it again. He fucks up, and then they go into this massive conversation about how she realizes that she and him are not from the same time period, and she goes into that confession that he did last chapter. He said he basically takes it back, which is really fucked up. And then she goes into this massive, you said you wanted to save me, but the only thing that lays before me is just endless sorrow and the despair. And she goes into this massive depression speech like she's fucking Obito, which is horrible. And it's, I don't know if this is like Yukihime in general or this is just past Yukihime, because maybe she's still like this, but Toda hasn't seen this side of her. It's gonna be really interesting whether or not he can actually not save her, but stop her from feeling like fucking Obito. Because I don't want to deal with Obito. This is not Naruto. We should not dealing with Obito chakra ghost bullshit anymore. Stop it. But at that moment, he's like, "No, you're gonna have like a great amount of friends. Your future is gonna be bright. There are gonna be bleak moments, but it's still gonna be really way better than it is now. And you're gonna have someone who loves you. You're gonna fall in love with some dude." And she's like, Are you that dude?" He immediately stops that. He's like, "No, you're gonna fall in love with this redheaded dude who's way stronger than I am." Clearly, Negima. Yo, these people in their emotional states, I don't understand it. If you love her, just say you love her. If you don't, say you don't. God damn it. Can we not do. I feel like this is going to become filler shit, but fuck it. And then Dana breaks back into the fucking dimension on some Gashai shit, straight up breaking through the dimension. And she is so pissed. Her eyes are blackened over, and her muscles. She has like extra arms, magical arms. I think it was 3 on each side. And she's like huge and brawling. She looks like Bambina's second form. And the worst part is, I feel like this is not even her flexing. She ain't even flexing. It's gonna be terrifying. And she like charges at them, and in the most anticlimactic way, she pulls out a piece of paper. Oh, before the piece of paper thing, Tota mentions how she's like a final boss in a video game, which is really realistic. And Yukihime doesn't understand it, but she says that the nobles, each individual noble, has power that rivals a demon king. Is a demon king? Are they going to be like the 8 kings from Toriko? Are they going to be like that powerful? Because if so, he needs training. He needs a lot of training. He needs fate to train him. No, they need to save Negima and then have Negima train him and then team up with Negima on some Fusion Ha shit. Yo. I hope it's epic. I hope they get bodied in 0.1 milliseconds. Yo. Be awesome. But she hands him over a piece of paper. It's a certificate of graduation. He's all hype, but it's only graduating from the beginner levels. she says that now he's on the same level as Konamaru. I cannot pronounce his name. I'll have to figure out the pronunciation. But he's on the same level as the other guys now. Now that he's able to control like some level of magical ability. And Dana looks at Yukihime. I'm not sure what she's about to do. I figure it's going to be either two things. Either one, she's excuse me. Either one, she's going to send her back, or two, she's gonna keep her here. And I feel like it's probably gonna be send her back, but it's more gonna be like I'm gonna send you back into your own time because I don't want to mess with time and space. That's not a good idea. Time travel is a horrible thing to screw with. And whenever you walk through the dimensions, I want you to help Tota, but I want you to not stay for too long. That's probably what's going to happen. So that he's gonna get training from Dana and past Yukihime, and that's just gonna collaborate, and it's gonna basically speed up his training massively. And yo, speaking of which, that reminds me, isn't the tournament still going on? Like, is Dana's ability sort of no, like is are they being in a castle with her ability surrounding it gonna be sort of like the hyperbolic time chamber? Is this like a day that they're spending training in in the outside world, and then they could just jump back into the tournament, or is the tournament like on hold until they move to like the real semifinal? Because this is just the qualifying shit, huh? Huh. Well, we'll have to get back to it. I'll see y'all for next chapter. Like, rate, subscribe, tell your friends.